Welcome back. Today we will be dealing with some problems on trigonometry in the purview of entrance, that is JEE, MST CET, or any kind of entrance you call so, BITSAT and whatever are there. So here we will be discussing some very beautiful questions. Now when you solve the questions, I believe first you must know all the fundamentals, understand the way of solving, and then comes the speed. Okay, the question says here tan A theta minus tan B theta is equal to 0. The values of theta form what? So what is theta and all that we'll discuss later on. So I have just written the first line, that is tan A theta minus tan B theta is equal to 0. Now the first thing what I will feel is I am converting into sine and cos form. That is sine A theta upon cos A theta minus sine B theta upon cos B theta, that is equal to 0. So obviously on taking LCM you get sine A theta into cos B theta minus sine B theta into cos A theta, and upon obviously comes cos A theta into cos B theta, which is equal to 0. Now the right side to be 0, it is mandatory for us that sine A theta into cos B theta minus sine B theta into cos A theta must be equal to 0. So if you observe this is sine A cos B minus cos A sine B formula, that is sine A minus B, that is A theta minus B theta, which is equal to 0. So if you take here theta common to write, it will look like this, sine A minus B into theta. This is equal to 0. So what does it remind you? It reminds you of the format, that is general form, that is sine theta is equal to 0. So if sine theta is equal to 0, therefore obviously your theta which is there, that is A minus B into theta, will be equal to n pi, right? Because we know here if sine theta is equal to 0, then theta is equal to n pi. So here obviously if theta is equal to n pi, then theta will become what? N pi upon A minus B, which I will write as pi upon A minus B into n, where n belongs to integer. Now if n belongs to integer, then let me write so called as values of n. Therefore values of n will be so called as dot 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 minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So therefore value of theta will become what? Let it be dot dot dot. The first value with minus 3 is equal to minus 3 pi upon A minus B, then minus 2 pi upon A minus B, minus 1 pi upon A minus B, then 0, and then 1 pi upon A minus B, and then so called as 2 pi upon A minus B and so on. Now if I see them very properly, so let me check here, therefore any term minus previous term, that is plus 3 pi upon A minus B, which will be pi upon A minus B into minus 2 plus 3, that is nothing but pi upon A minus B. What about other term? That is, let me take the next one, or here anywhere, no problem, that is any term A minus B. I am just checking, I'm not knowing कि what I am doing right now, whether I am finding for AP, I am finding for GP, I am finding for HP, that is not known. Right now I am just checking it, any term minus previous term. So this also becomes same, that is pi minus A minus B. So if I check it anywhere, any term minus previous term, so I am getting this same. So therefore the given thing, that is the values of theta, therefore values of theta are in arithmetic progression. Wasn't it simple? Very easy to understand. Only keep your fundamentals perfect. You will get everything very easily. Now let us jump to another question. Now, have you ever wondered what will be the minimum and maximum value of, say, called as A sin x plus B cos x? That is, what could be the minimum and maximum value of this? So if you see here A and B are there, right? So what I am doing is, now whenever the question comprises of sine and cos, so you have to convert it in only one form, either complete sine or complete cos. Now you cannot take it as under root or so, mind it. So what is, I will be just considering, that is, this is there, I have here sin x, so if I get here cos x or something like this, cos theta, cot alpha, something like this, and here as sin theta, sin alpha, then I will get the form of sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, which will convert directly in the form of sine. Okay, so what I am doing here, for time being, let me suppose A, as you know, we will take it as r cos theta and B as r sin theta. Okay, if this is there, then I will square and add this. So I get r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta, which is r square into bracket cos square theta plus sin square theta. Getting it? That means what I get, A square plus B square is your r square. Right? That means value of r also I got. Now I can get theta also whenever I require. Right now I am not considering that. I am not thinking of it right now. Because to get theta is very simple. It is, I will divide B by A. So I will get here so called as tan theta is equal to B by A. That is, theta is equal to tan inverse B by A. So right now I am not doing this. So this expression, which is A sin x plus B cos x, this will now become A sin x as r cos theta sin x plus B as r sin theta cos x, in which r I get common, cos theta sin x plus sin theta cos x. So it is r into sin A cos B plus cos A sin B formula, that is sin x plus theta. Agreed? So I got the expressional value right now as in terms of sine, that is r sin x plus theta. Now everyone knows, that is k, the value of sine, that is sine alpha, is always greater than -1 but less than 1. That is, value lies between the closed interval of -1 and 1 of sine alpha. That is, to define so called a sine function, we have restricted the domain, so it becomes -1 to 1. So obviously if this is there, then I can say here, okay, this is -1 is less than equal to sine alpha is here x plus theta less than equal to 1. So I require r sine, so here it is r sine x plus theta. So obviously this will become minus r and this will become plus r. So I can say here minus r means it is minus under root a square plus b square, and r, this is value is completely, this r is your a sin x plus b cos x is less than equal to under root a square plus b square. So I got कि maximum value of a sin x plus b cos x is under root a square plus b square, and minimum value of a sin x plus b cos x is minus under root a square plus b square. I hope this is very clear. What are the things to remember? The minus sign is over here. What are the things to remember? The thing most important is it is only applicable for a sin x plus b cos x type. Means what? A cos x plus b sin x also is okay. Means in short, whatever angle is possessed by sine, same must be the angle for cos, otherwise it is not applicable. The minimum value of a sin x plus cos x is minus under root a square plus b square, and maximum value is plus under root a square plus b square. The minus sign is present over here, please see it. So this helps us to solve many questions. You must be able to rectify the question, understand the question, use it, and you will get all the desired results very easily. Now, the question which I have written says, the expression, that is equation, is 7 cos x plus 5 sin x is equal to 2k plus 1. Now, the question says, what are the integral value of k? That is, how many integral values? They haven't asked you what is the value, How many integral values? That means the value must be integer. How many they are? They are 5, they are 4, they are 2, they are 0, they are 10, they are 19, they are 18, they are 8, they are 6, they are 7. क्या है क्या? How many are there? So that will be, we will be knowing. If I know that this particular 7 cos x plus 5 sin x possesses what value? That is, the value कितना उसका minimum value आता है और कितना maximum value आता है. Means to find minimum and maximum, I must have angle same, which is same. Okay. So I will write here the direct step which I know, कि 7 cos x plus 5 sin x, the value of 7 cos x plus 5 sin x lies between, that is minimum value is under root a square plus b square. The value of a is 7, that is 49 plus how much? 25. And here also a square 49 and b square 25. That means I get here ki value of this will be 74, correct? And this is 7 cos x plus 5 sin x is less than equal to root 74. That means the value lies between what? Under root minus 74 and that is only minus and plus 74. Now 74 is greater than 64. Square root of 64 is 8. But less than what? So called as 9. That means this particular value which is there is minus 8 point something. Agreed? The value will be minus 8 point something. That is 8 point whatever it is, I don't know. We will not calculate right now. And this is, suppose I am writing it as R right now. And this is also 8 point. Okay. So that means the value of R is exactly lying between minus 8 point, suppose 3. So minus 8.3 and this plus 8.3. Calculated it, it is around 8.6 suppose. Okay. So here it is around 8.6. So to understand it better, that means to not to make any mistake, we'll draw a number line. Okay. So let me draw a number line. I had drawn number line also, but later on I saw that question over here is not this one. It is here. That is 7 cos x plus 5 sin x is equal to 2k plus 1. So I did not write that. So it is around minus 8.6. Okay. Is less than equal to, this value is given to you as 2k plus 1, which is nothing but 8.6. So first I will remove this 1. That means I will subtract 1 from both sides. So here 1 when I minus, so I will get here minus 8.6 minus 1, that is from everywhere, is 2k, and 8.6 plus 1, so which becomes equal to minus 9.6. 2k is again here minus 1 it is, sorry, see, minus 1, that is 7.6. So now again I got here 2k, that means I need to find k. To find k I need to divide by 2. So I will get, we get k is greater than or equal to minus 4.8 and less than or equal to 3.8 on division by 2. Now I will draw a number line because I need to get the integral value of k. Okay, so I am drawing number line. Now see, minus 4.8 means somewhere here it is, and 3.8 means somewhere here. Agreed? So now between this, how many values are there which are integer? So first value is minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. If the values are asked, then also you can write, but it is not asked how many values. So therefore number of integral values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So number of integral values are, number of integral values of k are 8. Okay, so this is one of the fine question which is solved with the help of minimum and maximum value of a sin x plus b cos x. We will continue with such questions further. Let us go to the next question. Very interesting they are. Only use your brain. Once you activate your brain, then speed comes automatically. Let us see this question. Actually it had option, but I converted it like this. Okay, you see here it is very clearly mentioned कि n belongs to positive integer. I would suggest you to write this question beside you, because now probably you will not be able to visualize the question when I turn the page. So fn theta is defined as tan theta by 2, okay, into 1 plus sec theta into 1 plus sec 2 theta into 1 plus sec 4 theta, okay, that means into 1 plus sec 8 theta into 1 plus sec 16 theta up to 1 plus sec 2 raised to n theta. Okay, yes, ठीक है. So now here, now let me understand this question, and expected part is f2 pi by 16, that means n is your 2 and theta is pi by 16. So let me first think on the part which is given to me. The part which is given to me is fn theta. Tan theta by 2 I am taking as sin theta by 2 upon cos theta by 2. Okay. And this 1 plus sec theta becomes 1 plus cos theta upon cos theta. How it comes you may be knowing. Sec theta is 1 upon cos theta. Cross multiplying I get 1 plus cos theta upon cos theta. So same thing I will get here. It will be 1 plus cos 2 theta upon cos 2 theta. Then into 1 plus cos 4 theta upon cos 4 theta, and so on. I am not touching this one right now. Okay, that I will convert later on. That is 2 raised to n only, it will be 1 plus cos 2 raised to n theta upon cos 2 raised to, write it. That is 1 plus cos 2 raised to n theta upon cos 2 raised to n theta. Agreed? Now further when I look at it, so this is your sin theta by cos theta by 2 is already there. Okay, and 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta by 2. Agreed? Yes. Upon cos theta. This is the first two parts, and remaining part remains same. That is 1 plus cos 2 theta upon cos 2 theta into 1 plus cos 4 theta upon cos 4 theta, and so on. Okay, so please write the question down so that you can understand it properly further, because now it will not be visible. I am just moving the page ahead. So you can see here that this obviously cos theta cancels, so you get 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2, which is nothing but equal to 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta sin 2 theta, that is equal to sin theta upon cos theta. Agreed? Now into this part, that is again 2 cos square theta upon cos 2 theta multiplied by 1 plus cos 4 theta upon cos 4 theta. Agreed? And dot 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 further. So same thing will happen here also. This cos theta will cancel and I will remain with so called as 2 sin theta cos theta, which is equal to sin 2 theta upon cos 2 theta. Okay? So you get this statement from the previous part, sin 2 theta upon cos 2 theta, which was there, into which is 1 plus cos 4 theta, which is nothing but 2 cos square theta 2 theta, which cancels here. So again you will get same thing, that is sin 2 theta into 2 cos 2 theta, that is equal to sin 4 theta upon cos 4 theta, and here remains 1 plus cos 2 raised to n theta upon cos raised to 2n theta. Means proceeding in this way, you can see everywhere I got tan, first I got tan theta, then I got tan 2 theta, then I will get tan 4 theta. That means final result will be tan 2 raised to n theta. Agreed? This will be your final result, in which you are expected to find, let me see, function of pi by 16 and value of n is your 2. So this becomes tan 2 square, theta becomes pi by 16. So you can guess what is the result now. So it will become your tan pi by 4, that is equal to 1. Wasn't it interesting? Very interesting. We'll move to such interesting questions further. Now come to next question. Let me read it for you. Function of x is defined as sin square x plus sin square x plus pi by 3. Okay? Plus cos x into cos x plus pi by 3. So first of all, the function of x which is defined, I will just solve it pehle and then see what is g of pi by 4, why it is given as 1 and why we are expected to find composite function of g and f. Okay, composite function of g and f, that means I need to find g function of x. Okay, so right now let me see this. So this is sin square x, I am not touching it at all, and I cannot refrain myself from expanding this. So this is sin a plus b formula, that is sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Agreed? The whole square of it, no problem, plus cos x, and the further is cos a plus b, that is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Agreed? So solving it further, what I get here, sin square x plus cos pi by 3 means cos 60, I think so it is half. So it is half sin x, and sin 60 root 3 by 2, root 3 by 2 cos x the whole square plus cos of cos x cos pi by 3 same half minus root 3 by 2 sin x. Agreed? Now this will become your sine square x plus 1 by 4 sine square x, very good, plus 3 by 4 cos square x plus 2 into half into root 3 by 2, that is root 3 by 2 sin x cos x, root 3 by 2 sin x cos x, just expansion of a plus b the whole square formula, plus half cos square x multiplication minus root 3 by 2 sin x cos x, here x is remaining to write. Okay, so now you can very clearly see this becomes 0, gone. So now let me get this added, 4 and 5, this is 5 by 4 sine square x, and this is also 2 to the 4 and 2, 3 plus and 5, 5 by 4 cos square x, which is 5 by 4 into bracket sine square x plus cos square x, which is 1. That means value of function of x is your 5 by 4. So therefore g, composite function of g and f will be g function of x. The function of x is known to you as 5 by 4 and g of 5 by 4 is given to you as 1. So final result is your 1. Wasn't it nice? So if you patiently solve the questions, you will be able to solve every question. The main trick or knack of speed is nothing but solving maximum number of questions. If you solve maximum number of questions, you will undergo with maximum number of types of solving, and obviously no one will stop you. So make utilization of this time and solve maximum questions. Let us move to the next question. Now see the question that I have written. It says you have to find the three real roots of the equation. You have to find the three real roots of the equation. Cos raised to 7x plus sin raised to 4x is equal to 1. But it is only in the interval minus pi to pi. That you have to be careful with. It is only from minus pi to pi. Okay. So let us think how to solve this. First, let me write it. Now, is there any formula connection over here that I will check? So with 7 I can't get. But this 4 is the someone who is related to 2 and sin square x, so I know very nicely. So what I am doing here, this I am taking cos as it is and writing 1 minus sin square x the whole square. Agreed? So this is sin raised to 4x, which is nothing but a plus b into a minus b, 1 minus sin square x into 1 plus sin square x. So this becomes your cos raised to 7x is equal to cos square x into 1 plus sin square x. Now mind one thing over here. In general what happens, since you have come from lower standards, so you are being told directly cancel, that is cos square, cos 7, this bring in you in index rule and cancel it. Don't do like this over here. Do not cancel anything, because there are infinite possibilities when you solve this. So what I get here is, see what I will do, cos raised to 7x minus cos square x into bracket 1 plus sin square x is equal to 0. Right? So I get here cos square x into bracket cos raised to 5x minus 1 plus sin square x is equal to 0. Agreed? So now I get the two conditions over here, and the conditions are either cos square x will be equal to 0 or the second bracket will be equal to 0, right? That is either this will be 0 or that will be 0. Getting it? So I can get here कि therefore cos x is 0 or cos raised to 5x minus 1 plus sine square x bracket will be equal to 0. Right? Now let us see the conditions over here. When cos x is going to become 0 in the interval, that is in the open interval of minus pi to pi, cos x is equal to 0 when will be x is equal to minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. Okay, both fall in this particular interval minus pi to pi. So two values so I got. So obviously the third value, real value, is going to hold up over here. See, we are going to consider only real values. So now here if you see k, cos x and sin x both are there, that is maximum value, max value of cos x and sin x is 1. Agreed? This you know. Minimum value is minus 1. So maximum value is 1. That means if cos x, cos raised to 5x becomes 1, then obviously the second bracket which is there, that also must become 1. And that will become 1 if and only if sin x is your 0. Right? Means both the conditions will hold true only when the value of x is 0. So that this will become cos 0 which is 1 and this is sin 0 which is 0. So here, so therefore cos raised to 5x minus 1 plus sin square x hold true only for x is equal to 0. So therefore three real values are 0. So I wrote it wrong. It should be minus pi by 2, 0 and pi by 2, but does not matter. Okay, 0, minus pi by 2, comma pi by 2. Got it? Just a simple thinking. The main thinking lies over here, these two part. When it is going to become 0, it becomes 0 at infinite points, but the interval is given minus pi by 2 to pi. So in that interval only at 2 points it becomes 0. Right? And this case, that is maximum value of cos x and sin x both is 1. So if you take maximum value of this, that is 1 plus 1. So this will not hold true because this will never become 2. Agreed? So maximum value will be over here, and if this is 1, so this must be obviously so called as 0, otherwise this will not hold true. Got it? Very simple, very understanding. Just go through it once again to understand it in better way. Another beautiful question. It says find the minimum value of 27 raised to cos x plus 81 raised to sin 2x, that is cos 2x and sin 2x. If you see, there is a common thread between this, that is you cannot stop yourself from writing 27 raised to cos 2x it is, into 81 raised to sin 2x as 3 raised to 3 cos 2x, 3 cube is 27, into 3 raised to 4 sin 2x, which in turn will take you to index rule, that is a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n, that is 3 cos 2x plus 4 sin 2x. Now what does this remind you of? See the angles 2x 2x same in the form of a sin x plus b cos x. So obviously minimum and maximum value you can know. So minimum value of, so therefore minimum value of 3 cos 2x plus 4 sin 2x will be minus under root 3 square plus 4 square. That is, I think so, it is 16 and 5. That is minus 5. Okay. The minimum value is minus 5. We have used the property earlier also. So now you come to know when to use it. Here angle must be same. If angle is not same, this is not applicable at all. Okay. We will be going through number of things which will be studying it in better way. कुछ नया नया चीज़ सीखोगे, नया सीखोगे, you will find it interesting and then you will develop the interest in solving. So minimum value now becomes of the given expression is 3 and this minimum value is minus 5. So 3 raised to minus 5, that is 1 by 3 raised to 5. And whatever is the answer of 3 by 1 upon 3 raised to 5, that is 3 3 is a 9, 81. 81 into 3, I think so, is 243. Yes. So it is 1 by 243. Was it nice? Yes, very nice. Okay. Now the last question I will be solving in up to some part and will keep you for an assignment. Okay. Let me read the question for you. It says cos p minus 1 x square plus cos p into x plus sin p is equal to 0. This equation, obviously the variable over here is x, has real root. Now quadratic equation has real root if and only if b square minus 4ac is greater than equal to 0. So b square means cos square p, the value of b, minus 4a cos p minus 1 into c is sin p, which must be greater than equal to 0. I think so this is understood very well. Because you want real root. Real means obviously the value of discriminant is greater than equal to 0. Imaginary and complex, so it will be less than 0. Okay. Now cos square p, I will just expand this, cos square p minus 4 cos p sin p plus 4 sin p. This is greater than equal to 0. Okay. Now in this type of discriminant question, now I will tell you one hint. Try to make any way whole square. Because once you make whole square, that particular whole square value is always positive, तो neglect that, उसको फेंक दो, उसका ज़रूरत नहीं है अपने को, and then discuss on the remaining part. Okay. So now here I can see, if you see here, this is cos square p, right? So formula says 2 cos p sin p. That means I am missing with sin square p and 2 more. That is, I need to add 2 sin square p. So what I am doing here is, this is your cos square p minus 4 cos p sin p plus 4 sin square p. Agreed? I have added 4 sin square p plus 4 sin p already was there minus which I have already assumed, that is 4 sin square p, which I have subtracted also, is greater than equal to 0. Maybe slightly difficult for you to understand because I am writing steps below steps. But this particular part now has become a whole square. So this becomes your cos p minus 2 sin p, the whole square. This is whole square. Okay. And here I remain with 4 sin p into bracket 1 minus sin p, which is greater than equal to 0. So I will guide you that this particular part already is positive. That is the part number 1, that is term number 1, that is cos p minus 2 sin square p is always positive. So forget it. No need to think on it. Only you have to think that 4 sin p into 1 minus sin p must be now greater than equal to 0. तो only 4 sin p into bracket 1 minus sin p must be greater than equal to 0. Okay. Now greater than equal to 0 or greater than 0, this thing you have to think on. Okay. Now how will you think? Take a pause. Pause the video over here. I will tell you directly, but you pause, think on it, and then restart the video. So, ready with your solution? So, you might have got कि 1 minus sin p, which is there, must be greater than equal to 0. Now, 1 minus sin p is greater than equal to 0. So, this must make this equation, which I have written here, that is this equation, true. Now, if I want this equation to be true, then 1 minus sin p is greater than equal to 0, that is okay. So, to make this true, sin p must be compulsorily positive. Right? Now, think on this, why I am taking it positive. I will not tell you now, I want you to think कि what it would have happened if the value would have been negative. Because the value of sin p lies between minus 1 and 1, right? So taking it more than 0, why it is taken compulsory more than 0, not less than 0. Okay, think on it, you will come to know. Now if I want sin p more than 0, that means I want positive value of sin. The positive value of sin only lies in so called as quadrant number 1 and quadrant number 2. Now I don't want 0. So obviously I will not take 0. So therefore p lies in interval. That is, p lies in the interval of open bracket. It will start from 0 and not 0 also, this side also. So it will be open interval of 0 to pi. Okay. Was it interesting? Yes. You just have to think the answer for this sin p only greater than 0. I hope you have enjoyed this session. The most important thing is to enjoy. Enjoy it. Don't take burden. But study more. Make your brain work. If your brain works, you will start enjoying, and if you start enjoying, you will solve maximum. I hope this was a good session. We will continue further also. Till that, in your lockdown, stay at home, stay safe. Goodbye and thank you.